and forth. Because at the end of the day, I always think about the kids, and I always think about kids are going to read, kids are going to come across this shit. Social media is there. Yep. Honestly speaking, when I saw that, I thought back. I got a little bit of PTSD of my own Facebook statuses 10 plus years ago when I was going a little wild on it. And I was hopeful that somebody would see it and send it to his father. Like, because I was petty. There was a point where I was just like that bitter baby mama. There was a point, right?
I think we've all been there, like at one point or another.
I think we've all gotten there.
Because that's the one time I was like, "Ooh, I'm about to," but then I didn't. But yeah, I've definitely been petty. Yo, sometimes when Facebook memories come up, I'm like embarrassed. Like
where I saw it recently, I was like, damn, why did I go off like this? And then I saw the date and I was like, what happened? Like, who did it? Let me see who commented. Maybe I'm gonna get a clue there, because you know your friends be shady too. Yeah. Be like, yeah, tell that bitch this and tell him off. Oh my God. Him. And I was like, I was so embarrassed. I was like, y'all. I told someone the other day, had you caught me 10 years ago, it would have been a whole different
It would have been a whole different.
Yeah. I feel you. I've definitely changed. Because, I mean, yeah, half for the most part. I know sometimes I want to wild out on people at Walmart, but for the most part, I've changed. Like, yeah, money is great and all, but like, if I genuinely don't fuck with you, I can't imagine sitting here on a weekly basis, you know? And like, you know, there's a lot more stuff that goes to it that's like more personal, but I tried. That's all I can say is I tried. You know, you also have to like learn from your past. So like, I know what not to do, what to do, what the people want. Like,
so it's just shit. Let's MILF this. It's like, you know, those people who think, oh, maybe if we have a baby, we could stay together.
Yeah. No, but it's like I knew we couldn't, because like I had tried and I tried. Yeah, so.
For the record, for those of you who might be confused, we're totally not talking about a relationship. We're totally talking about a podcast, a previous podcast that was with two people.
Okay. Right. Because I don't want to support anyone. If you know, if we're together and you go through a struggle, then okay. But not like a long term, like 5 years later and you still don't have a job. Like, no. Like,
if you're not happy, then why be in it?
Yeah.
And you know, you don't want to raise somebody. So it's like, I don't want to raise another person. I already got 3 that I have to raise on my own.
Yeah.
And yes, you have to be financially stable. Not like, oh my God, you're like super rich. No, like as long as you got a job and you're taking care of what you need to take care of, I respect that.
I would say financially literate, because like some people, like it's amazing the amount of people. No, because like I mean, not that I've always had my shit together, but like I just feel like, just in general, I talk to so many people, and a lot of people's finances are fucked. Like whether it's like they don't have credit cards, don't believe in credit, have fucked up credit or whatever. So it's like,
so I have a confession. Okay. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know, a long time ago, I've been on this vibe and this wave that I've been wanting to marry a stay-at-home dad. Okay. That's been my thing. Then I kind of was like, all right, he could own something, I guess a business if he has to. That's fine. Okay.
He could work.
All right. Okay. And then I realized, thinking of goals, thinking of their financial stability and where their financial literacy falls, I realized it was not meeting my expectations.
Oh no.
And I had to start asking myself, remember what Barbie said, we got to reflect, right? I had to start asking myself, are you being true to what your standards are? Are you being true? Are you being honest with yourself?
That you can always grow and evolve, because me 2 years ago isn't me now, you know? So
with that said though, does that make me a fucking gold digger? Does that make me like, I felt it out. And I realized that's not cutting it. My standards are now different. They have elevated a little bit higher. I kind of went back to my journal and rewrote, you know, the manifestations and shit.
Oh yeah, that's so important. And be very specific with what you want.
I was scratching shit out. I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. Fix this. Add another 0. This is not gonna work. How does it look like for you, Barbie? She said, haha, just kidding. No.
It was a lot. Yeah. It was a lot. You know, it definitely took a lot of growth.
Okay.
A lot of growth.
Okay.
And a lot of communication, even though I'm the one that's big on communication. It feels like sometimes, you know, it goes in one ear and out the other.
Spoken like a true Scorpio MILF.
You know, but it took a lot. And now, you know, my oldest she'll be 18 this year. I'm like, oh my God, like,
beautiful.
You know, so I'm glad that her and her dad have a much better relationship now. You know, it's a lot of elements. It's a lot of elements, and you know, emotions is one thing that gets you into a lot of heated debates and discussions. And you know, you're like, I'm going nuts. Like, what are they not understanding sometimes? And you know, then I look at myself like, well, what am I not understanding? What am I missing? Like, why are we arguing right now? Like,
right.
You know, but it's great to have peace now.
Oh my gosh, I love peace. Yes.
Peace is so important. You know, and co-parenting, you know, I've seen a lot of stuff online and a lot of, you know, debates about it because I'm like, oh, you're normalizing co-parenting. I want a family.
Like, bitch, I want a family too, but this is your family.
Everybody
you
wants
having
a
blended family.
And a blended family is no different than any family in what the structure is, what you consider it to be.
Amen to that. But let's get all the way on that one. Put another dose on that one. Talk your shit, Barbie. Let's go.
You know, I'm like, look, you want what you want in your life. I want what I want in my life. You want what you want. You want what you want. You know, I'm not going to shit on what looks great to you and what makes you happy. I might not agree with it, or you might not agree with mine, but I love you. I care about you. And as long as you're happy, I'm happy. And if it's somebody I don't get along with, then all right, that's none of my business. That's your shit. You know, like, what does it matter if people are co-parenting? Like, what does it matter? Like, if you know, like, some people, like, oh, they couldn't get along, they always fought.
Yeah.
Well, now they're co-parenting and everything's great. So then why not be together? Well, maybe because we argued all the damn time.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want my kids growing up in a house where they saw their parents fighting all the time.
And I think that's what it comes down to is the kids. Like, I've been put in awkward situations where it's like myself, her father, and then like the father's girlfriend. Like, do I want to be there? No, but I'm gonna suck it up and like, you know, like for my kid, like you just want what's best for them, and it's just like having all that drama and shit. And I feel like I said, back to the emotion thing really quick. Like, I feel like sometimes when there's a lot of emotions involved and you're trying to hurt each other, yeah, you might be hurting each other, but you're hurting the kid the most, actually, at the end of the day, you know? So it's just like, put those fucking emotions aside and do what's best for the kid, because that's who matters. And like, believe it or not, we affect them way more than we fucking think.
And they're always paying attention.
They are, like,
they always are. So okay, I'm gonna kick you guys off with another confession. I tried it a little bit on this, but again, to me,